Good morning, and did you learn something from my video where I showed how to create a base face? Because we are going to take one step further today with the same cctm, but we are going to add concealer and blush. Today I'm going to talk about how you can do this without being intimidated, because I know when I show a bright colored blush you are going to be like, nowhere, I'm going to wear a pink blush that too very prominent. That's why I'm going to teach you a technique where it's going to be subtle, because this is called underpainting, where you are going to do your concealer and blush first and then go with your cctm or foundation, whatever it is. That way it is not too dominant. Instead it hides it and shows up just a little bit. So let's go ahead and do. So I am taking concealer in a shade called medium deep. I'm going to take only this much. This again comes in our airless pump. When I show size like this, people will be like, oh, that's very small, because this is very, very concentrated. A tiny bit goes a long way. And how you're going to get more out of the product is, you're going to let it sit for some time. So here, I know I don't have much of a dark circle, but I will show you color correction in a separate video. Here I am just doing it underneath my eye. Assume that you have dark circles or puffy eyes, and do you see how well it matches? That's how you want your concealer to be, because we are going for a more natural look rather than highlighting. So here I'm going to add it to my under the eyes, and I'm going to let that sit for some time so that it becomes even more thicker in consistency. You know, the best part about Senegen's products is, see, I still have extra, so why not waste it? I'm going to just apply wherever I need it. This is again, you can do even if you don't want to do cctm on top. You can just use the concealer. So the best part about Senegen's concealers are, they come with again sodium hyalurate, which is going to be hydrating for your skin. Because if you think of any concealer, it's always becomes cakey, right? So here you can see it's going to be really hydrating. It also has aloe and vitamin B and E to protect your skin from any. Now that it's sat for a minute or so, I'm going to just press it in my skin and blend it. Do you see the way the color matches my skin tone? It is the best, because you want your concealer to either blend with your skin, and gone are the days where people use a lighter shade because you already have dark circles or problem areas and you don't want to highlight them. So rather you want to conceal it. So that's why this is going to be powerful. So I'm just going to use the extra whatever I blended in on my eyes. Why to waste the product, right? So that's how easy it is for you to use the concealer. You can see rest of them blend so by itself. The next part is to use the blush. Our blush comes in our same hairless pump. I'm going to take a tiny bit here and I'm going to blend it to show you how you can do it before your cctm. Like I said, it's called underpainting, and the key to doing your blush is, you want the blush to be blended well on your brush first before you go and do it on your face, because that's when you're going to get a blob. So you can also tap on your back to see how much it is and also reduce it if you want. Since it's underpainting, I'm not worried about it. So you can see I'm just patting it little at a time so that I can control how much I want. So if I feel like this is more than enough, I can stop it or I can add more. So you do see Rose Dew is a beautiful shade that has like a built-in, how do you say, like a gold shimmer to it. It came as a limited edition, and because of its popularity, it came back. So do you see here, I'm adding a little bit more for you to see how you can go heavy handed in sometimes. So let me add a little bit more so that you will see what's the best part about underpainting. So you can see the brush has a lot of product, right? So here I'm just going to tap it lightly, but do you see the pigment payoff is so well? Like, I mean, you will take a tiny bit, but you will have the color paying off. So you can see, I know if I show you like this, you'll be scared. I'm going to blend. So you can see it looks still beautiful, but I know some people may not be for a blush to show, particularly a pink one. So now we're taking the cctm like we did yesterday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do it the rest of the places first, wherever I haven't added the blush or the concealer first. So I'm trying to do the other parts, and when I'm closer to where I have done, you have two ways. Either you can just go all the way in if you want to tone it down. So do you see? If I go all the way, because I didn't want to go when I touched the product, because that way I'll be hiding, then there is no point in doing that, right? So when you don't have much product, then you can just go over, like first on the sides to take away any harsh lines. And if you feel still it has more product, then you can tone it down by slightly going over the blush. That way you can see the blush still peeks through, but at the same time you will get used to it, because any new technique you learn, whether it's a smoky eye, whether it's a bold lip, whether it's a blush or contour, always it's your brain to get adjusted. Everyone else around you will still compliment you, but it's just that your brain has to look at yourself more for you to accept it. Is still a process. I'm not saying it's going to be overnight. I know I get so excited when I try to teach these things. The reason behind it is, think of this way. Like yesterday when I was talking about how I was saying the cctm has arnica flower extract, green tea extract to protect your skin. Now same with the blush has sodium hyalurate to hydrate your skin. It has aloe vera to keep it more moisturized, and it has vitamin B and E to protect from environmental damages. Do you know our cctm has something called our Senna shield again, because it's again going to protect you from harmful rays. It acts like as if you have a skin like a shirt on your skin. Obviously it is something that is setting us apart, right? So it makes me so happy to have something like. So here is the finished face, and with all three, and I hope I kept it as simple as possible, taking you one step each day. And I've been saving these stories in the highlight for you to refer back anytime when you're adding a product. Give this in a different way. For example, I'm also going to teach you how you're going to mix. Today we layered it, right? Like concealer on one layer and cctm. I'm going to teach you how you can even mix these and use just one layer. I'm all about quick and easy, simple steps that's going to make your day even better. So have a wonderful day. I will catch up with you next.